Hi, it's Viv from Wisdom Released, and these are your messages for Wednesday, June the 13th. I'm using the Wildwood Tarot, wherein wisdom resides, and it's by Mark Ryan and John Matthews. And as I said, I really love this deck. I really resonate with it. I have shuffled already. I shuffle a little bit, so messages for today. Wednesday, June the 13th. Messages in our highest and best interest that help us connect with our own inner wisdom. Six of Stones, Five of Stones, Page of Stones, Six of Arrows, and the Eight of Arrows. Goodness me, there's something that feels really slow moving here. The energy's been really very slow and cautious, but there is the opportunity. There is a feeling of transformation here, of transition. The last couple of days, the readings feel like, there's been some kind of conflict, there's been some kind of difficulty, but there being opportunity for healing. It's like it's a learning, like you're on a learning curve at the moment, and you're being taught something new for a reason. But the energy today feels very, very stagnant, very slow paced, that things are not moving ahead quite how you wanted, or not as quickly as you wanted. So the first card is the Six of Stones, and in this deck it's the exploitation card. So you can see that the lands are burning in the background, that the trees are dead, there's no life on them at all. The hives are damaged and all the bees have gone. The tools are broken, and the couple in the card, they're looking really exhausted. All of their resources have been depleted. There's no growth, there's no fertility. They're going begging. They have their begging bowls out. They're lacking something. There's a want here, but there's a feeling of hopelessness around that want. It's like there's nothing left. The next card, which has been out a couple of times over the last couple of days as well, is the endurance card. The little girl there is, she's just having to survive the night. She has some shelter behind her. She's got a cave to retreat into, but she's having to endure the storm and just keep herself warm, comfort herself by this little fire that she's made for herself while the storm is raging. The Page of Stones here is represented by the lynx, and the lynx is a really sort of cautious kind of cat. It's very well camouflaged. When it's up in the trees, it's very difficult to see, and when it comes out, and it's designed to hunt. It's designed to go after what it wants, but it's very cautious. It's very you wouldn't know it was there, so it's very sort of under the radar and not obvious. So the feeling today is for you to not be hasty, and to take your time, and to exercise caution while you are going through this kind of transition. It is a transition stage, when things feel like they're going really slowly. It is a transition, and we need to be patient. And this card is the full moon's out, the transition is happening at night. This hooded sailor is sailing into uncharted territory. It's going into the unknown, and he's got the hood down over his eyes. He can't really see where he's going. Things aren't very clear, and because things aren't very clear, it feels like everything's been a bit of a struggle, and maybe you think it's just a bit too much. It's like, why the heck am I doing this? This is such a thing to endure. I'm really not certain about the wisdom of this journey that I'm on. Maybe things just aren't going to turn out for me, and maybe I just need to give up and go home. But this is the Eight of Arrows. It's nearly there. It's only 2 arrows away from the 10 of Arrows, which is like the releasing of it's the carrying of a burden, but the turning of a corner. So this person needs a little bit of endurance. This situation just needs a little bit of enduring. And this is the energy for today. So let's see how the story develops. Let me pull some more cards. Five of Vessels. Page of Arrows. Queen of Vessels. And the Green Man. Now you see, joy and ecstasy is not that far away. There is a feeling of release here. There's a feeling of things improving enormously, and that being just around the corner. And look how free and delighted this person is. But you may still be questioning whether that's possible. The little wren here is again in the winter. This is the Page of Arrows. In the winter, sat on the fence, and I was sat on a little branch there, not sure which way to go to find her next meal, because things look a little bit bleak and a little bit cold. The wren could also point to gossip, somebody chattering behind your back. But to me, the feeling is more that it's doubt and uncertainty, and I think this is an invitation for you to heed your own inner voice of wisdom, your own inner knowing that you're headed in the right direction, because the next card is the Queen of Vessels. So there is joy here, more joy. That this doubt, this uncertainty, this sitting on the fence, these 2 cards are either side of this doubt and uncertainty. Okay, so the Queen of Vessels is a card of love, a card of coming home, a card of things coming together, and love being possible, and feeling just wonderful about it. And it brings about a feeling of control. I think there's probably been a lack of control, because things have been moving so slowly, that this control, this very masculine energy of bringing things about, and feeling sort of at home within yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin, is possible. It's there for you. So let's continue. Let's expand the read a little bit more. Oops. It's always really interesting to me doing these readings that however much we feel like things are, that the stagnation and you know, we think that all of our options, that there aren't any more options, you know, and there are always options. When we think we've completely exhausted all of our options, there are always more options. It's just that sometimes we can't see them, and the whole thing can feel really frustrating and a bit of a struggle because it's moving slower than we want. Control is coming though. That sense of control is coming. Yep. Oh yeah. Whoa. I love it. Now you see, with just a little bit of patience, I think maybe once you stop kind of focusing so much on how long everything seems to be taking, and you just focus on what it is that you want. The next card here is the Archer, or the Chariot in the normal tarot. And this woman, she is using all of her skill, all of her resources to go after what it is that she wants. And what she wants appears to be a deep sense of fulfillment. This could be a person that she's after. It could be, or it could be a situation. It could be the successful outcome of a situation. You know, to feel on top of things. I think I've said before, when I look at this card, it's like you know, this is like a writhing, seething mess of vipers here, but we've got one snake, one adder, who's on top of everything, and he looks like he's really in control. He's about to sort everything out, and this is what the Archer's after. This is what she's pointed towards. Maybe it's a person that she's after, that she's focused on, and maybe it's a fire sign, somebody who's an action taker, somebody who feels right to have in your life. And the next card along from that is the Ten of Vessels, the happiness card. So this is what you, I think, this is what you're expecting. This is what you want, isn't it? What everybody wants, isn't it? It's the happiness card. It's the, you know, for everything to be flowing in the right direction, for love to be flowing, for harmony to be flowing, for fairness and equity to be flowing. Everybody's happy and everybody gets what they want. And the Archer there, she's going after it. You know, she's tired of the stagnated energy and things happening so slowly, and she's staying focused and she's going for it. She's not being impulsive, though. You know, she's using her skill to take her time to go after what she wants. But the Archer card is very much a card of success. and progress. So here we have a card that fell out, which is the balance card, and the Ace of Arrows. So this is really nice. Things are balancing out. Things are really working out. Look, there's the Balance card here, another major arcana. This is like the Justice card. This is also on the Three of Bows card, which is the fulfillment card. These two serpents that are wrapped around a tree, you know, this is opposing forces coming together, two completely different entities coming together and creating a third, and things are working out, things are harmonizing, and as a result there's a new start. And we've had this yesterday as well, you know, that a new start is possible, a new start is available. It may be with a person that you've had your eye on, or it may be with a project, or with starting a business, that things are coming together and finally working out after they've been dragging their feet a bit. It feels like you've been wading through treacle and things are now coming together. So the final outcome is the Page of Vessels. So this is fairness, and this is like fair play. This is somebody, the otter is equally at home on the land or in the water, and they seem to kind of dip in and out with such a sense of ease. You know, this, to me, this is like balance and fairness and forgiveness. After the situation has felt really, really hopeless, there's balance and a new beginning here. Overall, a really, really hopeful, positive message for today, Wednesday the 13th of June. I hope you found that of interest. I hope it's been helpful. I hope it's helped you connect with your own inner wisdom, and if you've enjoyed the reading, then please subscribe to the channel. I will be doing these every day, and some additional readings as we go along as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Take care.